Hi everybody. Hey, we haven't been here in a minute because it's been rough sailing over here in the lands of Arcane Arcade. Mostly just because the entirety of December we were very busy, and then January happened and we are still busy. And we were trying to find time to record this podcast, and we just weren't finding it because the baby's a lot. And it's kind of it was easy in the beginning to have her and like
she would just sleep
yeah.
We just set her on the floor. She'd take a nap.
But she's alert.
Yeah.
She was part of the conversation.
Like, I want to be up there.
And then just scheduling things happened, but we figured it out now, and we're gonna be back on normal schedule with the podcast, as normal as our old schedule was. Yeah. So hopefully back at it again, which is fun. It's exciting because. Also, it's January 13th as we're
Friday
recording
the
this,
13th.
and January 20th is 2 years of this. Whoa. Isn't that weird?
Of this one?
Yeah.
Not like subclass?
Arcane Lounge podcast is 2 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, that would mean like subclass is like 3 or 4, which is crazy,
We don't
but that
talk
was a
about
while
that.
ago. Yeah, I know. But yeah, pretty crazy.
That's nuts.
We did a stream last year. I don't know if we'll do one this year because we're just... There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
We kind of cheated. Is it really 2 if we haven't done it for 3 months or something like that?
We'll do it at 5. We'll do 1, 5, 10.
10.
If we're still doing this in 10
100.
years, 100. Holy shit. That'd be cool. Yeah. I think about that sometimes. I'm like, what if I'm like 50 years old and I'm like, welcome back to Arcane Arcade, everybody. That would be so sick. But we had like a 50-year head start. We'll be like 40. No, it'd be like 30. I don't know how to count.
That's great. Yeah. I fucking love that. I eat that shit up.
Okay, let's address the elephant that is currently sitting and prolapsing on my face in the room right now. There's a lot going on in the D&D hemisphere right now surrounding the OGL and open D&D and all of that. I shouldn't have to say this, but I will. If you guys want to know how I feel about all of this, or all of us feel about this, really, I've been tweeting about it. We've been talking about it and stuff like that. And I guess what I should say is that I should start off by saying that obviously we support open D&D, and keeping the OGL not restrictive for the creators. And as of today, Wizards has released a statement that is kind of in the middle, very wishy-washy. I think my opinion is that we just need to wait. I think we just need some time because there's a lot of things happening right now. We're in the middle of sort of like chaos, and that's not really what we want to do with this space right now. But at least we wanted to at least say and specify that this is how we feel, and we're talking about it, and it's a lot. But it's sort of think of this as like maybe a little escape from that. That's sort of kind of what we're going to do today is we're just going to goof off and talk about other stuff that we're just doing with us in our lives. And Craig had an idea for something we're going to do today that I'm really excited for. So
I've always said it's the Arcane Lounge.
Of course.
We're here to just be brain dead.
Exactly. So welcome to the Arcane Lounge, where we're just going to chill out. And we're not ignoring the potential dread. No. We're just putting a pin in it, and then we'll come back to it later. No. So yeah, we're also doing some other exciting stuff today that I can't talk about.
It's hard to say we've been gone and not doing something.
Yeah,
it's been balls to the walls for
right. We're doing lots of stuff. Yeah.
We just can't talk about a lot.
Yeah. In a more successful production company that exists out there that creates YouTube content, they get stuff out real quick because they've got lots of people working for them. But for us, it's just like us.
Try our best.
So when a thumbnail is wrong or doesn't go up, it's just my fault. Or if we have to wait a week to stream something, it's just because somebody scheduled something incorrectly. It's just how it is. So thanks everybody for still supporting us and being patient with us and continuing to watch all of our content, because it's really weird when we have these weeks off and our view count doesn't really go down. That's really crazy that you guys just are still here. So just love you guys. Thank you so much for everything. And we're also not going to do questions today because I just don't want to throw that out into the Twitter hemisphere right now, because obviously we know what all the questions are for, but also it's a little disingenuous to kind of just be like, hey, in the middle of everything, guys, we're going to ask some questions. So I think there's one question that was on the Discord that I wanted to answer and talk about, but that was it. And then we're just going to chill out and hang out today. Yeah.
What was the question?
Do you want me to do it right now?
Yeah, you want
kind
to.
Okay,
perfect.
I will.
Who's over there?
Who's over what?
No, sorry.
Oh, is it the text message
I'm
that you're getting right now? Because it's a text message that I'm also getting?
That.
Because it's my mom texting us?
Very nice. That's so sweet.
You gonna say what it was?
They have a pool in their backyard, and
Oh, they got the fence?
We have two. There's two very small children in the family now, so they got a fence to go
Hell yeah.
around that pool.
Leland's so close to
'Cause,
walking.
your sister almost drowned in the pool when she was really little, and now they have trauma about it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Valid.
Yeah.
Valid.
Yeah, Maddie fell in the spa when she was like 2 years
Yeah.
old and like had to go to the hospital. She inhaled water.
yeah.
I saved her life by being 3 years old and going,
Maddie's in the pool.
Maddie's trying to swim, and my mom went, ah! So I didn't actually save her life.
It's a life debt. We keep
Yeah.
talking about my household about the element of surprise.
Yeah.
So we just keep saying, you know what? I don't want anything.
Oh
but
my god.
Element of surprise.
Hell, element of surprise. Law of surprise.
Surprise.
When it shows up,
Yeah.
I'm gonna want it.
Oh shit. Does that mean Leland's my kid now?
It depends. Was 3-year-old Jacob claiming it?
Yeah. Did you
The
ask
life debt's
for?
owed. You tell
I'm
her
just
now.
gonna hold a life
Yeah.
debt over Maddie forever now.
Yeah,
And be
you
like,
would tell
"You
her.
owe me life debt.
This is the law of surprise.
Yeah.
Your next kid though is mine.
I don't know. I don't want it. Leland's gonna be 1 in a few weeks. Which, if you guys don't know, that's our nephew. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. He's gonna be 1 soon. Marcy just turned 7 months, and she's gonna be 8 months in February, which is pretty crazy. And Craig's gonna be 12 months.
I am.
in
That's exactly what I
February.
said. It's weird
Yeah.
he knew that. That's what I was saying. I was like, I can't imagine a time pre-COVID anymore, much less pre-babies. So now it's all post-baby. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm just going to age with them. I'll just
It's-
also be 11. I'm also 12 months.
Yeah.
There is this like era that we've created that nobody else is in on except all of our family and friends, which is this post-baby era,
Yeah.
which is just so weird. But yeah,
It's
I feel
much
that.
brighter.
Yeah.
I'm glad. All right, so there was a question that I did answer on the Discord, and
No.
if you guys are okay with this, I'm just gonna read it because I said I was gonna do that, and
Sure.
that's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all that's going on.
Valid.
So Mano asked on our Discord, which we don't normally take questions from, but maybe we will in the future. Hello, Jacob. I really hope I'm not intruding. I just wanted to ask a question and wasn't sure where to reach you, as that one lounge episode got deleted. So here goes. I'm planning on making it. Shut the fuck up, Siri. Why did I
Be
didn't
nice to
even
her.
ask. Sorry, Siri.
It's all good.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'm planning on making a YouTube channel, TTRPGs and board games with my friends. It's still kind of a fever dream because we haven't done anything just yet. It's just I have the whole plan thought up. The issue that I see... wow, sorry, I can't read today. The issue is that, as I see it now, with all of us in either college or working, we barely have time to play D&D. However, I've been inspired by your channel and wouldn't want to make this YouTube channel without their inclusion. So that takes me to my question for you. How did you, as a group, start making content? Like, how did you manage schedules to set up a time to go film and everything? Did you film on the same days you play D&D, for example? I would just appreciate to hear someone else's strategy and to maybe take into consideration to make this dream come true. Either way, thank you for your time and consideration. I love your content and can't wait for this brand new years of adventures. P.S. The channel will also be in Spanish, by the way. We lack nerdy YouTube, so no competition there. Cheers. And then this. And it's funny too because there's a lot of my tweets that are retweeted entirely in Spanish, and I'm like, whoa! I didn't know this was like a thing. That's pretty cool. So I responded to it and I put. It's the most well-worded thing I've ever said on the podcast because it's like I scripted it. We can definitely talk about this on an upcoming episode. We're planning to record on Friday, so I'll bring this one up. We could talk about it totally. But although I do want to sort of answer this here because I get asked this a lot and the answer has definitely changed throughout the years. So if anything, you'll get 2 responses. There are a lot of YouTubers who will tell you that they owe half their success to luck, and that is partially true. I guess I'm more of a half. I'm so sorry, everybody. I guess I'm more of a glass half full kind of person because I see that statement as not only a disheartening thing to tell someone who aspires to be like you, but it's also the easy answer to a hard question, which that answer being like, oh, I owe it all to luck. None of us really truly understand how we got to where we are, and so it's difficult to try to put someone else on the same exact track that you were on. To be totally honest, me and my friends were just having fun. When I look back to the videos that have been the most successful, or what got both of these channels on track, wasn't the business strategy or the tips and tricks from other YouTubers. If anything, we ignored that kind of stuff because we wanted to appeal to other people like us, idiots who played Imaginary Dice Game. I've been in a rut right now with the main channel. Views are just down, and I'm having to try a lot harder to appeal to a wider audience, and it's difficult. So I've gone back and looked at the videos from each year that performed the best, and it's so annoying because it's always the videos where I wasn't caring as much. I was goofing off and having fun while also being passionate about what I was doing. Examples of these are the lowest rated homebrew videos, things my players did that made me want to quit DMing. That video is just me recalling some stories from our games that were silly. The Tomb of Horrors video, and realistic D&D combat. Last year I tried to recreate my old how to play videos as a fun callback, but I think the real reason I did it was to try to be like how I used to be and make a popular video. It didn't do as well, and I also didn't feel my entire heart in it. I know, it's corny, but it's true. So my New Year's resolution for my channel is to have fun, which is really silly and weird, and I don't like it, but I think it's working. So going with that to how we first started, Logan, Spencer, Colton, and I were just going hee hee hoo ha ha, this would be a funny video, and we'd go make it in like a day and say, no, lol, LOL, nobody's going to watch this, and here we are. Same with Arcane Arcade. We thought it would be fun to stream D&D. Turns out it was. And that's it. That's the epic XP to level 3 YouTube strats. You don't need to be an expert at what you're doing. We're not. We were just making videos that we thought would be fun to make, and which would be fun to make. I don't know what I was trying to say there. I wish I could give you more insight as to what that truly means, but I don't even know. But good luck on what you're doing. Also, last piece of advice, that was so important at the time, but I didn't even realize at the time, but sort of carried me in how I operate with my channel. Respect your audience. Don't brush them off or make them feel bad, but also give them but also they give the worst advice and will always tell you what you want to hear. They have no idea how to run your channel. You do. So don't pull them for video ideas. It never works. This is a random thing. I just had to throw this in because not a lot of people say it, but definitely always listen to their criticisms. That's important. Okay, that's it. Bye. So that was it. That was the long-winded response to that. And just to elaborate off it a little bit more, because there was some how did you guys schedule things? We weren't. That's kind of the point of that, is we weren't scheduling anything. We were just in this weird free form. Craig and I, and you call it, it was like we were feral.
Oh, the feral.
We would buy way too many groceries and then not buy groceries for 2 months. And then we'd come home and have weird, off schedules, or it'd be Logan, when you come back from work in 4 hours, let's at 8 p.m. go film a video, and then we'll record the rest tomorrow morning before you go to work. And then, and then I'll go to work, and then Colton can edit a part, and then I would come back and then re-edit it, and we upload it that night, and it was something stupid. And that was pretty much what we did on the entirety of the channel. And I guess what I take away from that isn't luck. I just take away that we were just having fun because it was stuff that we like to do. Yeah. And that's why we wanted to do it so badly, and why I like to think that we succeeded in a regard, which was that it was fun and we were having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have anything you want to add to that?
No, not really.
Okay.
I think that was very well written out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thanks. Cool.
Yeah, cool.
That's the end of that segment.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. God, we cannot. There's this audio on TikTok we cannot stop saying. It's this guy's laying in bed and he goes, "I'm really sad," and then he lets out the it's a fart, but it's like a trombone. It's like one of those farts that you put. Are you good? Hello?
I think so. Just keep going. I don't remember flipping the memory card in the camera, so that's yours. So we'll hope there's enough room.
It's fine.
We're good. We're good.
We're good.
I was like,
I thought you were having a stroke.
Dude, I thought I saw a ghost. I was like, what?
I was like, wait a minute. Are we even recording? I was like, well, I have time over here, so we must be. But where's it going to? Sorry, don't let me interrupt you.
You're fine. Anyways, it's this guy's laying in bed, and it's one of those farts that he pushes his ass cheeks up against the wall. You can just tell it. You can hear by the sound, because it's not it goes. It goes. It sounds like that. It's like, and but you can tell it's a fart. So he goes, "I'm really sad. Pardon. Good night." And it ends. And we all the time go, "Good night." Saying that shit all the fucking time.
Probably every night for the past month we've said that.
Good. Yeah. Good. Fuck. I really miss the podcast. I'm sad.
Yeah.
I'm sad we weren't doing
I miss
it.
when we would collect TikToks for each other and show them.
That was funny, but not
difficult.
good. Not good. It difficult,
Yeah.
but that was funny. Yeah, I just have weeks where I'd be like, man, I didn't get to get out all of what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with myself? Tweet?
T-
Ew.
no.
Bleh, gross.
no.
Yucky.
Not Twitter.
I'm on like news Twitter and you're on like heinous memes Twitter.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know why. I feel like it should be switched. But my Twitter is all like serious and yours is like the most.
Because if I don't like
Weird
seeing something or someone on Twitter, I
Yeah.
mute them.
Hell yeah.
How many accounts do you have muted? How many do you think you have muted? No, Spencer, come on.
Can I admit something to you?
What?
I have Logan muted.
I feel like you've said that on the podcast
Really?
before. But
And then we were, last night when we were talking about that person,
Yeah.
he was muted too.
yeah.
That's why I couldn't find him. I was like,
Wait, which one? We talked about a lot of people.
uh,
You can't say. You cannot
Take a
say.
guess.
You can. Okay.
the guy
That's
who
what I thought.
started
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
That's what I thought. I'm sorry, audience. We were.
Any of the-
I apologize. I wish I could give you context, but
We all like tea, all right?
yeah. We all love tea. Logan doesn't even tweet that much. I just want to point out. At least not anymore. I don't know what he's doing.
Me
My
either. I
guy
haven't
wrote
muted.
3 books and he was like, bye. He fucking headed out. The only thing I ever see him doing is on my computer. I was recording the other day. I recorded a video this week and I was going to upload it and then I didn't and it sucks. But oh well. In the middle of that, I thought it was funny because every day while I'm on my computer opens the Blizzard app and I'm like, I don't want it to open, but I always forget. And I only remember because I get a notification that Logan is in Hearthstone. And I'm like, I
Hell
I
yeah.
get it every day in the middle of recording. It showed up and I'm recording my screen and I was like, Logan, is this what you're doing instead of anything else?
He's just taking a little break.
yeah.
He
Get a little
deserves
game
it.
in.
Yeah.
Get a little game in.
He
Let
does
him get his
deserve
little
it.
gaming in.
Man worked too hard for too long. Let him play his game. Sorry. I don't really know how to. Oh, here we go. I have 7 accounts. 7 accounts muted. 12 words muted, and 12
So you have
accounts
12
blocked.
we have words muted?
Yeah,
What words do you have muted? That's not weird. You can say those.
it's Critical Role.
You have Critical Role muted?
That's probably valid. though.
Not the account, you have the word?
That makes sense, though. That's probably valid. Because the company would never call themselves them
Yeah.
in first person.
And then I have like all of the Campaign 2 characters muted.
Valid.
Was that for spoilers or just you just didn't want to see it?
Both. I have Legend of Vox Machina spoilers muted.
Valid.
'Cause I
I understand that one. I probably have that one
who I
muted.
blocked. Most of the people I have blocked are like family members that I don't want to see my stuff.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's fair.
Donald Trump.
He doesn't even have an account.
No, it's
Oh wait, no, he does again, doesn't he?
I don't know.
I don't know. He's on here.
I think he did get unbanned, and then he said, "No, I'm staying on Truth Social."
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the real
Yeah,
span of
a
them
lot
all.
of,
And
like,
then he made NFT trading cards.
Yeah, I saw
yeah,
that.
a lot of like Republican.
I didn't think that was funny. The only part I thought about that was funny is I knew Colton would think that's funny. So I was
What?
like, Colton probably thinks Donald Trump having NFT trading
Oh,
cards
yeah.
is really funny, and that gives me joy, but nothing else does. Okay, cool. Well, I didn't know you had some. I have a few accounts muted, but like Critical Role muted. Must be a nice life over there.
It is.
I just like knowing about Critical Role though. So I like to know what's going on.
If I need to know, I'll go look.
Yeah.
I'll go seek it
But
out.
what if you don't know to look?
I don't need to.
A year's better than me.
Yeah.
Sometimes about ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
And it's about cultivating
That's
that
the thing,
environment.
though. I don't have the cast muted or blocked,
Oh,
so I
sure.
can see when they when
Yeah.
they tweet stuff.
Yeah, well.
That's what I care about. I don't want to see every other person talking about Critical Role.
Yeah,
It's too much.
I don't
I
need
get
fan
it.
theories.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's some whack fucking crackpot ass theories. I listened to the first hour of Calamity, though, and I was blown away. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I want to watch more of it, but I don't have time.
That's the lesson for today's podcast, I guess. If you don't like seeing something, just block it, mute
Yeah.
it. You don't have to look
No,
at
you
the
don't need it in
terrible
your
things
life.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
If you just,
I'm trying to be less chronically online.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I know.
So it's a difficult time.
Just yeah.
But I within the past year I've used less Twitter. It's nice. It's good. It's great. It's
Hell
great.
yeah.
Let me be on your Twitter for a month, and I'll get it to the standard it should be, where it's just fun memes.
Yeah, that's a good question. Can you stop someone from following you? Can you just set that privacy setting so no one can?
Yeah.
I need to figure out how to do that.
You can put it where like they have to request to follow you on like every social media.
Good. I need to figure that out because
And you can make it where people can't retweet your stuff either, so people can't find you that way.
The main account I don't care about. The lurker one though.
People are finding
not
you.
a single fucking person needs to know who I am.
Yeah.
I probably have millions of blocked people. Like, nope.
I should make a lurker account. It's
Follow
probably-
400.
Yeah.
Following 0.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Don't even look at
Hell
me.
yeah. Yeah, I understand that. But also I don't. I get it.
Never lurk.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever tweeted. It's just safer that way.
Yeah.
Really.
I used to be like, I'll like whatever I want on Twitter, and then Colton called me out on liking some things.
No, you should be able to like whatever you want.
Yeah,
Damn right
not
you
when
should.
Colton's like, hey, I can see what you're liking.
Then he can
Then-
learn how to
then-
use the
then-
goddamn mute button.
Then you block and then you block
should
Colton.
block me.
You just go block.
Block Colton.
I was like, hey, did you delete your Twitter? I can't find you.
No, it's just extra funny if he goes on and sees you.
Yeah,
He's blocked. It's like you got blocked by this person. That's super funny.
We're getting our hair done on Tuesday.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Wow.
Well,
All right, Craig, you can have his spot. He doesn't know
Still,
what
I
he's
don't
doing.
know. I don't know what I
No,
want
yeah.
yet. I probably don't want to do anything. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. What are we moving on to? What's our next thing here?
Craig,
All right,
you want
what's
to
going
explain?
on?
well, we're very behind on a trend, but every time I see someone do it, I always think about the podcast, and I'm like, oh, I should make sure to bring that up. And the last few times I forgot, so this time I brought it up.
Yeah.
There's a trend on TikTok where people, probably everyone, I mean, I don't know, I'm illiterate sometimes online, where it's things that would put a Victorian boy into a coma. And it's
Into a coma.
into a
Yeah.
coma or kill them, whichever you'd like. But the whole premise is ideally you think of funny and abstract either scenarios or things that clearly someone from the era would have never been able to conceive, or it's just funny. Some
Yeah.
people would like a single Doritos chip,
Yeah.
or like
They're
Sprite.
quite sharp.
Stuff like that. It's just like
The fun
it's
part
just so
about-
disconnected from what it is.
What I love about this is not only is it disconnected, but you're trying to. It's a fun practice in humor because you're trying to find something really low stakes that's still high enough to be shock and funny, but
Yeah.
it's gotta be something stupid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is like that's
And then
I think that's a
the-
lot
you
of the
can't be
trick.
like 100 nukes. Like,
No.
that's not. You
Okay,
can't laugh
but
at that.
that's the point. The point is not only to come up with something, but to then it's you're not supposed to laugh.
Okay,
so it's
that's-
us three trying
that's
to
the
meme on one
fun part.
another. Because sure, it's funny, but like, of course, that you go
Yeah.
to a coma over 100 nukes.
We played this homebrew rule I do for Cards Against Humanity, which is you just play Cards Against Humanity,
yeah.
but you can't laugh, and if you laugh, we play Jenga, and you have to take a Jenga piece out, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun. It makes the game like
I
much
so
more
want to
fun.
say I'm a very jaded person in that game. I fucking hate that game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
When you're like, I want to play it, I was like, fucking Christ, it's this time of the night. I want to play fucking Cards Against Humanity. I
Yeah.
fucking sure because that game came out when when I just graduated from high school. So my
Yeah.
friend got everything about it. We played nonstop.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is terrible.
It gets old
It was
really
funny,
fast.
but it was really fucking old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was some of the most fun I've had playing in that variant ever. It was, I don't know why. It
The
was,
part
it was
that's
just
fun,
so much fun.
is it was. I just didn't think Colton would got so hard. Like Colton broke when I gave him the
yeah.
card, the girl from the Hungry Games. Like he could not. He laughed like 2 or 3. He had to do 3 like Jenga pieces from one card,
Yeah.
and that kept making you laugh. And like it was
funny.
gone.
It was a blast. It was
a good time.
Other than finding out that me is a psychopath.
She's way too good at that
She's
a
game.
sociopath.
Pissed me
Twice.
off.
that laughed once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
It
is.
just goes into another place.
I relate a lot to Mia sometimes, but there's one that's our biggest difference is that she can endure so much
Yeah.
better than I can.
She might as well be a monk.
She can fucking go. She goes to a place and then she's gone, and I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? It's crazy. So yeah. All right. So who wants to go first?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Do you want to go in like
yeah,
this?
We'll go like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we can't laugh.
Okay, we can't.
no laugh.
I'm gonna start.
Is there a punishment?
Oh, no.
Okay.
The whole point's that you just we're just
Easy.
not supposed to, right?
I can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna start real mundane, and some might have like a part A and a part B. So there's no rules. We play pretty fast
So
and
these
loose.
are things that would put a Victorian child into a coma.
Yes.
Any/all Black Eyed Peas songs.
A Shamrock Shake from McDonald's.
You
Sorry.
laughed at your own. You
It's
laughed
funny.
at your own.
It's funny.
It's like,
A
it's so
Shamrock
green.
Shake?
Yeah, a Shamrock Shake from McDonald's.
He's like, ooh. It's so minty.
Or he's like,
I don't know
"Oh."
why I made him the little German boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything.
I guess so.
He's just from the Victorian era. He could
Yeah.
be from
He
Germany.
could be Germany.
He's a little.
Germany.
I'm imagining a little boy with like that dress that Mia's character in Witchlight had on.
A christening dress?
Yeah,
dress?
christening dress.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Okay, your turn.
I've never been outside. What does the sun feel like?
Jacob didn't write his down.
I didn't have time, and
all right, that's
I
all
was
right.
confident in my ability
As a
to
master of,
just come up with something.
of
What did you say? A
college.
Shamrock Shake?
Shamrock Shake.
Yeah.
Witnessing
Oh no.
a sinkhole.
Yeah, be an act of God.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, the ground, it's open. It's open so far.
The Yankee candle aisle.
Whoa. Just sniff and all your senses.
That video of the lady with the grapefruit.
I don't know if I understand which one.
This lady, she's teaching you how to do like a blowjob with a grapefruit.
Oh,
And she
yeah,
goes-
yeah, I do know.
Fuck.
See, that makes
damn
sense.
it.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh. The scent of Post Malone.
What does that even mean? What's he smell
Beer
like?
and cigarettes.
Damn.
I want you to imagine Post Malone in your head.
Sweaty.
I want you to imagine what he smells like.
Yeah. Probably like a dollar bill.
You're probably right. Like kind of stinky, but kind of like, oh, it's a dollar
Kinda,
bill.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Soylent Green.
Yeah. Trixie Mattel.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's valid.
That is a good one.
It's a witch right there.
God damn it, Craig. The tiny comments at the end always get me. Michael Jordan doing a dunk.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, man.
Next day delivery.
Chewing on a Polly Pocket dress.
Summoning Exodia.
the forbidden one? Whoa. Perry the Platypus.
They're making more Phineas and
got the
Ferb.
fuck
Are they?
They are.
Hell yeah.
Are they really?
They are,
That's cool.
yeah.
He puts the goddamn hat on. Perry. It was that. It was the.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the image of him. It's that he has like a little like he's a normal platypus.
It's a
Perry
concept.
the platypus.
It's a concept of this. I think he would be like Doofenshmirtz. You like that's Perry the Platypus. You're like, yes, but that's also then Perry.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I don't understand. I just don't get it.
Rainforest.
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah. Oh man, this is difficult. Oh, watching the garage door open.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Foam latte art.
Wow. It's just making me realize how many things we take for granted.
X2 at Six Flags.
It's easy for me because I'm not on camera.
The turkey legs from Disneyland, but they spin. The automatic spinning turkey legs.
I was gonna put like genetically modified food. The chicken with big breasts. Butt chugging.
The Call Me By Your Name music video.
Oh my god, it would. It would. the default Apple alarm sound.
Ugh. I fucking want to go into a coma after that.
Yeah.
Delivering pizza and getting tipped in weed.
The video of Jenna Marbles turning herself into a chair.
Damn, I didn't think about any of these. Oh, there's so much good early YouTube stuff.
3D printing
Yeah.
an enormous
Uh-oh.
dragon dildo.
That's
3D
valid.
printing it?
Yeah, it doesn't move. And it's like, it's got those little line layers. But,
It's ribbed.
but it's got veins.
Hell yeah. Live action Cat in the Hat.
Oh my god, fuck.
Watching someone play World of Warcraft.
Fuck.
Getting a wombo combo in Smash Brothers.
A 3-hour movie.
He'd just be so tired by the end.
He's like, so much going on.
Fuck. I think about it, it's just so much for so
He's just seizing. He's been in a coma since the first scene.
You didn't think he could see that many faces in his lifetime.
He's not only gone into a coma, come out of it, and then gone back in.
K-pop bands.
Henry Cavill's CGI mustache.
Hatsune Miku concert.
Fuck.
Child labor laws.
Oh. That one's really going to hit home for him.
Chuck E. Cheese saying, "Pot girls."
This is my last one, I think. And I think it's my favorite. Telling them the marvels of modern medicine, then telling them if they sneeze, cough, and fart, they die.
His whole life trusting you because you have all this modern medicine, and then you fucking hit him with that.
Don't do that, little boy. All three at once, you'll die.
Was it sneeze, fart, and
Cough.
cough?
You die. Whale tails.
Oh, yeah.
The camera died for a second, but my last one is a handful of Pop Rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That was good. We gotta do that one. But we should find other prompts. Like
Yeah.
we should find like little things that like beings that would be simply traumatized by things.
I'm down with that.
But yeah. Oh, also we put a low battery in the camera, so we might just inexplicably cut again. But we're trying to balance in between batteries here, so it might get to a point where we're just our voice. But yep, that was fun. That was a good time. You had some good ones in there. I think my favorite one was the coughing, sneezing, and farting at the same time. That one was really good.
I tried to save that one.
Yeah.
I started to get into a rhythm towards the end of like, what's the
You
narrative I'm trying
you
to
really
sell?
do, like when we'll play TKO on Jackbox, the one where you have to make the T-shirts and you have to do the sayings. I can make like 50. I don't know why my brain just gets into a rhythm, and I can write like 50 stupid things that could go on a shirt.
I have to start somewhere, and that's always the hard part. It's starting somewhere, but once that's just, I can totally get it.
Yeah, I just have to dig into the stupidest recesses of my mind. I have to put butt fart, and then I have to be like,
Yeah. Honestly, that's the biggest like tip for writing is just getting it out.
yeah.
Sometimes you gotta write butt for it a couple times, and you're like, okay,
okay.
it's moving, it's moving.
Yep. I've always found that the best way to get yourself out of a corner or somewhere that you've written in is to just stop, write something else, and then that writing something else, your subconscious will figure out the other thing. You have to let your cooldown reset, and eventually go, oh, and then you come back to it. Like that's always how I felt during Questo. It was like, well, shit, I don't know what to do now with this one. I'll go write this other one that I'm kind of inspired to write. I get halfway through it and I go, oh, I figured it out, and I'll go back to
That's kind of a good segue actually, because people are getting it like
Holy
right
fucking
now.
shit! Yeah, it's insane. People are sending me pictures. It is so weird, and like I don't know. My little Victorian boy in my brain can't handle seeing other people having this book that we made. It's absolutely insane. So, thanks everybody who ordered it and who currently has it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Ghostfire knocked it out of the goddamn park with
Looks
how
so good.
it looks, all the products that came with it. I'm so happy with all of it. There's literally nothing I'm like, this could have this isn't what I thought it was. It all exceeded my expectations, and it's amazing. Just so you guys know, me and Spencer and Tyler and Colton all we concepted all of the products with Ghostfire, and everything that's in that box is something that we wanted, and they're just insane because they like made it happen. They took our ideas and they made them like possible and there now. So everything that you guys get out of that box is like our brainchild basically. So it's really, really cool. And I love how it came out. It's super exciting. And yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe we'll do it again.
Maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we will do that. We probably will do that at some point. Segue. Start talking about something.
Witchlight.
Witchlight's been a lot of fun. We're only 2 games in, and I'm having a goddamn blast.
I don't think Witchlight was even... it was announced for sure, but I don't think it was... Characters were announced last episode.
Oh, yeah.
So both 2 sessions have come out.
That's right,
Characters have been revealed.
Yeah.
People have at least some idea of the characters.
Yeah.
Now. And Colton's fucking knocked out of the park. Completely.
Colton is really surprising me, and I don't know what that says about me, but like he's doing great, and yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I didn't really have any expectations. I was just excited to play with this group, with the 4 of you guys, and it's been a lot of fun to be in a different seat and to do this with you guys. So it's been great. It's been a while since I told you guys this like last night, but it's been a while since like I've sat down as a player at a D&D game and like the hours go by so fast and I don't even realize, like I just get sucked in, and that's just so much fun. So it's been a good time. Been a good time.
I'm having a blast. Ditto with Colton. I'm not necessarily surprised, but I'm impressed about how quickly he's found like a voice. I can tell this is like Colton like just riffing, and I'm like, wow, it's just so natural.
Episode 2, that fucking swan. That was when I was like, okay, Colton's having fun. Like that was so great when he was just like, what is the concept of like, maybe that was in the book, but it was also like,
it's good timing to know when to insert, when not to. I mean, he's so good at it.
It was a good time. Yeah. You guys are so easy to like role play with because we all, I don't know how, we all kind of know what we're trying to do, so we play into it, and it's like, wow, this is so fun because like somebody can start something and then somebody can play off of it and then somebody else plays more into it and then bits of our characters come out, and it's a really good time. So really enjoying it, and it was really fun having the lead up to see who everybody thought our characters were. Yeah. And we kept talking about it constantly. Like 1 or 2 people got it right. It was more props art cosplay. I know got it right.
Yeah, I think it was just the one.
And what was funny is that not a lot of people got it right. And I know why. We kept saying this. And it was because nobody could fathom that Mia would play that kobold. Yeah. That was the crutch. I think everybody was like, Jacob could be any of these. Spencer, we're locked down on that tiefling, but she could be Tara, and then Craig is either the kobold or the furbolg. We don't know which one, but Mia has to be that furbolg or Tara. It can't be any of them. And that if anybody would just suspend their disbelief that Mia could be the kobold, you would have fucking got it.
Yeah, it's people. It's strange because this so. Mia's not had a lot of opportunities to like do different characters yet. On the channel, so they don't realize how much of a gremlin she actually is. You can always see it with Swish, in Fallout. That's primarily her main attitude.
Yeah,
like she made
great.
something serious to play for Icewind Dale. This is me a normal.
See, that also
It is a
throws me off too
kobold.
because I'm starting to learn more too, and that's also my interpretation. Is like, oh, this because when we would play your games, she'd play more characters that were along the lines of immolation,
Yeah.
at least in my experience. So seeing this is like, oh, this is fun and like new, and why the fuck did she have that christening dress? What was going on?
I don't know.
What's happening?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, to be honest, it's really one of Witchlight's biggest mysteries. There's so many
christening dress?
mysteries going on right now. It's just I just want to know about him.
Yeah.
Like the 1-inch man?
Definitely.
He's real.
He is real.
Oh my gosh, he is. What's his name again?
Thomas Eponymous.
Yeah.
We should have got some D&D trivia questions. That's right.
Go
We
get
got the
the
Trivial
go
Pursuit.
Get the Trivial Pursuit.
Maybe. Do you want to?
We can save that for next time if you want to.
Yeah. Maybe next
we can
time
do all kinds of stuff.
we'll do some trivia questions.
It's
That'd be
a really
super
good
fun.
trivia box.
I was surprised by it. Yeah, it's a good time.
It's hard.
Yeah. Like fuck WotC right now, but
some of it is very hard.
it's super. Yeah, a lot of the questions are
Yeah,
crazy.
fuck them, but
Yes.
a fucking exec did not spend all the hours looking and combing through stuff to find relatable and actually interesting questions. To
They're
find out.
in the
Someone
back
did
of the
that. It's a
box
great
or
job.
on the instruction manual. It thanks one guy who wrote every question.
Well, that one guy,
One dude.
hell yeah.
It's
Poor
so
guy.
fun. I was really surprised how fun the Trivial Pursuit for D&D was because there's just not a lot of good D&D trivia out there, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, but this one is really good.
I also like that they understand what we mean because
Yeah.
there's like Critical Role content in there.
Yeah,
I like that. I like
it's
it a
super
lot.
cool. Yeah, there's Critical Role stuff in there. There's stuff from like adventures that we've played before and be like, oh, I know what that is. It's so cool. And then there's shit like, when did the D1 adventure for
Yeah.
TSR come out? And it's like, I don't fucking know what that is.
I just wasn't alive.
Yeah.
That's not on me.
But yeah, in one of those questions, there was the word eponymous, and then Craig said eponymous.
No idea how to say it. That's my guess.
It's funny, man. Yeah, we're playing Fallout tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited to come back to that. It's been a fucking minute
Yeah.
since we've played Fallout, but
I eat that fucking game up.
I'm glad you like it. Out of everybody who enjoys that game, I'm surprised you enjoy it the most. As
eat it
being
up.
like somebody who doesn't know a whole lot about Fallout, and then it's like whenever we play D&D or games,
Yeah.
you're more into like the story role play aspect of the game, and then like this is like really grindy equipment, and
I
you're
eat it
like
up. I like it.
math.
I think a lot of it's just, how do I explain this? I think a lot of it's like, do you know how when you really get into something and you start with like a game and then you get into all the lore after that?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, but you don't want to stop playing the game, but you like consuming the
Yeah,
the content and the lore videos
exactly.
at night.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Oh shit, that's cool.
So, but I can't play it whenever I want.
Oh, I
So
see.
I can do all the lore videos, but I can only play it every
so you're
other
being
week.
reasonable about it. You're being how we should all be about it, and like take it.
I don't want to be
slowly.
reasonable. I'm an addict.
No,
need-
I don't
need
either.
help.
I want to consume it every
Yeah.
hour, every day of my life for 3 weeks until I'm fucking done with
And
it.
I think a lot of it's that as I have a lot of preconceived notions of what it was before.
Yeah.
And then I'm learning. But every time you do something that I think is just so far out of like the mold that I think Fallout is, and then to see it reinforced by something else and go, whoa, the idea that I had of what this game is completely different than what I thought it was.
It's tricky too because it's hard because there's a lot about Fallout that I know, and there's some stuff that I don't know. But I'm confident in my knowledge of Fallout just because I was so obsessive over it in high school. What I was saying is the challenging part of it is that there's a lot that's already been done in Fallout, and I'm always trying to come up with something like kind of new. And I'm glad, and so I kind of have to like lean into other mediums that I have inspiration from and take it from that, and then be like, oh, I don't know if this really feels like Fallout, and then it always does because Fallout already does that.
Yeah.
It's already this amalgamation of weird shit, which is kind of why I like it so much. Is that it has its own identity, but its identity is like a bunch of video game developers and writers from the 90s who were inspired by a bunch of other things, and then we're like, huh, wouldn't it be funny if this existed? And it's like, that's so my jam. Like that's what I love about like anything that I write. Like I'm not good at coming up with anything original. I just I can take a thing and another thing and then mix it together and make it feel like a new thing.
See,
So-
that's the weird thing is that I'm learning the boundaries of that.
Yeah.
So when you do that, I'm like, okay, this must be something he pulled from. And when I find out it's completely not, I'm like, oh, but the tone was so exact.
Oh, cool.
I'm like, I didn't know the difference.
Awesome.
So now it's just fun to go wherever you're maneuvering. I get to see where like the inspiration is coming from.
Awesome.
Because I've now been able to go, well, I can't play it every week, but I can learn about stuff. So
Yeah.
you may like hint to something. I'll go, okay, maybe I'll look at that thing and to see how you kind of like navigate it. It's like, oh,
Cool. Thanks.
it's a very
I appreciate
cool
that.
experiment.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like that in my head, but it's turning out fun, and that's cool. I always get really nervous to run that game, and then it's always really weird that to like finish and it was like good, and I'm like, oh, all right, well, cool. So yeah.
I just think the system's really well done.
Thanks. I am also really surprised by that. Like, I thought it'd be fun for like up to like level 10 and then it'd get weird, but it's continuing to be fun, so that's cool. I get afraid that combat's getting like too crunchy sometimes, but you guys are just so on top of your abilities, which is awesome.
Yeah.
The camera died again. We're just
We're
gonna
in
be
the
our
dark.
voice. You're in the dark. Sorry, everybody.
rolling with
I
it.
forgot to fucking charge batteries. You guys are just so on top of your abilities that it's just surprising how
I feel like
quick combat does go.
I feel like because we don't have a class, we really get to pick the things that we want, so we're always
Yeah.
going to remember what we have.
So okay,
Playing
here's
like
the thing.
playing a 20th level rogue,
Yeah.
there's some stuff in there that I don't really care about, but
That's okay. That's the thing, and this is why I'm kind of, especially with all this OGL shit happening, why I'm really enjoying playing like a classless system.
Yeah.
I love classes. Like I'm not trying to say I don't, but with this experiment that we've been doing, I notice a lot more in not only high level play of D&D, but even like mid tier, like 5th to 10th level, players on their turns will take long turns. At least my players will take long turns, not because they don't know what they want to do, but they want to see if they can do anything else. If there's anything that they're forgetting, is there anything that I can do in this situation that's been presented to me that I've never used before, and I need to use it now. And it's cool because D&D basically gives you tons of options that you get to play with. But what I'm noticing with Fallout, because it isn't that way, because every ability that you guys get, you're meticulously picking and adding to your character sheet, so it doesn't happen very often. Combat goes so fast in that game because you guys always know what you want to do. But when it doesn't go fast, it isn't because you guys are scrolling through your abilities or you forgot how something works. If anything, I forget how things work, and it's my own system. You guys know how it works. I just need references sometimes. It's more you're deciding what to do in the combat, and you guys are talking. So a lot of times I've noticed where combat slows down is like Marshall will go, "Do you need help? No. Do I need to do this? Should we do this?" And I'd much rather have combat slow down a little bit for you guys to strategize over, hang on, what does this ability do again? Yeah. And that's just, I don't know, that's a cool byproduct that I did not intend for the system to create, that it has created, and I'm just really happy with that, and I'm glad you guys are having fun.
I think it's a lot of genius in the fact that movement and actions and anything that could be described comes from the same pool of resources.
Yeah.
So it's not that on my turn I know I have an allotted movement, I
Yeah.
have an allotted bonus action and an action.
Yeah.
Like I have all these things to decide, like almost like several different decisions I need to make. It's not. I don't have time for that. I need to on someone else's turn figure out how the math equation works if I can't even do those things.
Yeah.
So you go, I have in my head, I think it forces you to not go, well, I only have an action. That's not true. It's like I want to be able to get over here and do this. I have this amount of points. How do I get to do that within this math equation I have to create now?
It's, to me, it's like trimming the fat, honestly, it's in comparison, it's just like the old, role-playing games from times of yore that would just do this. And I think what it does is it trims the fat a little bit from like newer role-playing systems like 5th edition, where you've got all these things you can do in your turn, but you don't need to do all of them. Sometimes on a turn, you only want to do one thing, but you feel like you waste your turn because you only use one of your 8 resources. But with Fallout, it's like you just do what you want to do, and then I don't know, you got some extra points, you'll get it back next turn, and then you won't feel like you've wasted all those resources, And I've noticed that too, that you guys finish your turns, and sometimes you're like, unfortunately, that's all I can do. But I think, I don't know, to me, I feel less bad as a DM when you guys do that, because at least I know there wasn't anything else you can do. It's like you chose to move that far. It's not like you could have thrown a grenade and then fucked up and forgot. Like it's, all your points are gone. You can't do anything more. And I feel better running that too. So it's more fun for me as well. It's also, I've said this before, but what I love about running that system is just how much I can make up.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
how much I can just say, nah, this is the thing now, and you guys don't question it because it's mine.
Yeah.
And so, and I love that.
That's how I run Cyberpunk.
Hell yeah.
When I first ran it, I didn't really read a lot of the rules, and I made a lot of it just up from the fly, and it was just so easy to go, don't worry about what's ever in the book. Just trust me, and this is how it works.
Yeah, and that's sort of lost a little bit when you get to D&D, and it's not that you can't do it with D&D. There's definitely DMs who do, and more power to them. But I think that there are some DMs who really like to play by the rules because they know all of the rules, because maybe they've been a player, and they've had this experience, they want to use those same things. But and that has nothing to do with the system. It has to do with how popular it is, really. And because this system is just something that I wrote that you guys are playing, and the fact that I can just change anything I want is a lot of fun. And it's very freeing. And yeah. So thanks, guys. It's a good time.
Yeah. Thank you.
We're definitely going to gear up towards the end of this game this year at some point, because we've got other stuff that we want to do. And we've been playing this game ever since we started Icewind Dale. And I love it. It's fun, but I do want to move on to other stuff. So yeah, we're gonna.
Marshall would stop being busy all the
My
time.
guy's just gonna miss games. Is what's gonna happen.
Yep.
So yeah.
No Marshall tomorrow.
That's the other reason why we haven't really been uploading a whole lot on the channel, is just because we ended so many games and we're starting new ones, and
We're
waiting for
it's just
art.
a lot happening. Waiting for art. Strixhaven's coming soon. Avni is coming soon. Lots of really fun surprises for Strixhaven. Excited for
so
that. And yeah. There is going to be some stuff that we're going to announce and do in regards to OGL, but I just wanted to bring that up. I'm not going to go all over all of it now, but in case any of you are wondering, we have plans. We're aware. We're going to figure some shit out. But yeah. Outside of that, really excited for Strixhaven. I'm doing so much homebrew. I'm adding so much. Like I would have fun even not doing that, but I'm taking like magic cards and turning them into spells that the players can learn. So I want it to feel like you guys are learning new things, and you're just like, oh yeah, shatter. I know that spell. Cool. Now my character knows it too. Like I want you guys to learn new stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. Fucking. What else? What else we got?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Sometimes that's it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes the most wisest thing is know when to stop.
Right now.
Wow. I'm farting and coughing and sneezing at the same time.
no.
What happens if I come to? What happens if I come?